What's goody, you guys?
What's goody? So today we got Smoothie King for the very first time on the channel. So let's get into it.
So I got both from the gut health section. I got strawberry, blueberry, Greek yogurt. This one is mango, pineapple. So let me try both of them. You want to try one to see? Wow.
Wow.
And then we got this
Wow.
PB Swizzle fruit bowl. It looks amazing. It has strawberry, blueberry, banana, granola, and peanut butter.
I'm going to try it to see, because I'm going to give it to Jose because...
I'm going to try this one to see. Shout out to everybody that gave the video 500 likes. We really appreciate it. Also, I wanted to say, make sure you guys keep up to date with all the videos. We've been putting a lot of videos with a lot of good topics. You know, there's another story time that I want to do, so I'm gonna link those videos down below if you didn't catch them, and give them 500 likes. Shout out to us because we looking cute. How about, guys, I wanted to say really quick, we're in front of a Walmart, so if you guys hear, you know, the noise and stuff like that, please bear with us. You know, it's hot. You know what I'm saying? Doing these videos, it takes a lot of work, dedication. We had to drive 30 minutes away, you know, and it's hot, so we can't have the AC on because it will be too loud. I want to say too, like, have y'all noticed when y'all go to places and pay with your credit card, they're always asking, do you want to leave tip? Like, I always leave tip, but I leave it cash, if that makes any sense. Like, I feel like, you know, it's like, I feel like obligated. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you feel like that? Even when I went to buy my hookah supplies, like, they put you on the spot. Like, do you want to leave tip? You know what I mean? Like, and then you say no, you feel guilty, even though you still leave some cash. But it's
I
like...
only leave tip, like, if you're being my waiter. Like, I'm not going to go into all these facilities and go to a tobacco shop and get my swishers and you expect me to tip you. It's not that serious. You're not doing that much. I mean, tell me if I'm wrong, because when I used to work in the work field, they used to make it really hard for me. So nowadays, a lot of people don't like to work. You know, like, if you're not doing heavy duty lifting, I'm not going to tip you like that. You're getting paid on the clock. Tell me if I'm wrong, because everybody's different.
I mean, if you're...
¿Tú quieres probar esto? Tú estás rico.
I mean, if you try the mango one.
Yo, these are amazing.
Yeah,
that's
these are
amazing.
Good. If you give me, like, good service and stuff like that, then yeah, let me give you a little look-see. Doesn't look too appetizing. So,
did you like the smoothie bowl?
That smoothie bowl, you guys, they had so many different ones. It's amazing. It's freaking phenomenal. So let's get into the story time, because this story time, let's get into it. We moved to Florida, Tampa Bay, 2006. We're 19 years old. So my dad bought a supermarket, so I was working with him. But at that time, like, we were here, but we did not want to be here. We were, you know, young. We were still in our party phase. Our friends were calling us that they missed us. I hated it here when I first came. We hated it here. And then, you know, I was working in the supermarket. I met a lot of people in the supermarket from all walks of life. So one day I was working there, and this guy had happened to come in. His name was Angel. His name was Angel. So he happened to come in, and he was selling everybody there. I was the cashier. He was telling everybody, oh, could somebody spot me like $20 or whatever you can? I'm going back home to Puerto Rico. You know, I need to catch the train or blah, 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 whatever, right? And a couple people gave him some money and stuff like that, so I gave him $20. I think maybe I would have been the only one or somebody else from the back that gave him money. He was so appreciative. I'm like, no problem. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of person that I am, that I don't care who you are. Now I'm more hesitant now. You know, my babysitter, and shout out to everybody that asks me, oh, what do you mean by a babysitter? We still talk to our babysitter, okay? She's like my second mom. If y'all think we're aggressive, I don't think y'all would even last a minute talking to my...
talk to my babysitter.
Yeah, because you come on some bullshit, she'll call you out real the fuck quick. She don't play that shit. So we still talk to her or whatever. And one thing she always tells me now, that I get it now, la pena manta. Meaning, feeling bad for people is gonna kill you. It's gonna kill you emotionally, financially, spiritually, and physically. Because let me tell you something. Hear this story out. So I gave him $20, whatever. He was happy. Thank you so much. Blah, blah, blah. I said, no problem. You know what I'm saying? I want you to get home to your family. That's it. Whatever. Whatever. Kid you not, like, in less than 3 hours later, he comes back in talking about, oh, I missed my train, blah, 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 all this and that. And I'm like, okay, whatever. Then somebody happens to tell me there that what he did was do drugs and stuff like that, and that he was shot up and stuff like that. At that point in my life, I had no idea what drugs were. Like, you know, my mind was so like, yeah, 19 years old. I barely knew like drinking. I barely drank. I never did any drugs. I was never around people that did drugs. The only thing that I know was cigarettes and stuff like that. But I didn't know, you know, what that really meant or whatever. How stupid is that, right? So
we were naive, guys.
So he was using the product, you know, Coke. So let's, you know, a Coca-Cola product. So because we'll get demonetized, you know. So he gave me that bullshit excuse and stuff like that. And people, you know, there was a guy across the street that liked me and stuff like that. And he would like throw low blows and shit like that, like little jabs and stuff like that. And I'm here thinking that he's just, you know, trying to be in my business and stuff like that. What he was doing was trying to look out for me, you know what I mean? So I kept talking to this dude or whatever. He would come every day to the job, you know. Sometimes he would disappear, sometimes he would come back, blah 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 or whatever. So, you know, he would like help out, you know, one of those people that, you know, need money all the time and, you know, are gonna help out around the store. Like, he will purposely like try to take the trash for us, even though we would be like, no, or
try to open gates, whatever he could do, wherever he could get it, he will get it. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you feel bad for people like that. You start giving them $1 or $2 or whatever, and they start, you know, latching onto you. So at that time, I wasn't working there. She was working there. She was like the head bitch in charge. Manager will run the front desk, will run the back, count money, close door, and everything like that. And then
he would come like, usually he would come like if I was leaving at 6 or whatever, or 7, he would help me close the gates and stuff like that. I didn't have to close them, but I would make sure that they were closed and everything like that. And he just started talking to me more and more and more and more and more, where we developed something. Like, we weren't together or anything like that. I didn't have feelings for this guy. This guy was cute though. He had all like sleeves done, Rican, everything that I like.
Rican do that she likes and she goes for. That was her. Yeah. That was her thing.
And you know, for me, I didn't even know like liking somebody back then or whatever. Like, that wasn't even a thing for me. You know what I'm saying? Long story short, we keep talking or whatever. I helped him out a couple times. I threw him a couple bucks and stuff like that because I kept feeling bad for him. Then all of a sudden he starts putting me on the phone with his family, with his mom and stuff like that. And his mom, you know, she was so nice, and she would cry to me all the time and tell me, you know, I want my son to come out here. His sister would talk to me, you know, like trying to make me convince him to go over there. And it's like, you know, he didn't want to. Like, there was nothing that I really could do, you know what I'm saying? And I kept in contact with her for a while, you know what I'm saying? And then, you know, she was so hurt. She was so hurt. And she was like, thank you so much for looking out for my kid. You know what I mean? You're an angel from God and stuff like that. I'm like, there's really nothing that I could do for him. Like, at one point, I'm like, you know, I can't continue, you know, helping this guy out or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, at one point, I felt so bad for him. And I've never done this in my life. Never. I let him stay in my house one night. Jose was there, which I was okay with it because my brother was there. You know what I'm saying? My
other brother wasn't there. I think my other brother went out that weekend. My other brother would not have stand for that. So I didn't know anything. He was cool. He hung out with us one time. The last time he came to our house, he slept over. I was like,
guys,
you know.
He shut up.
He snorted in the freaking bathroom line.
Yeah.
He stole from her purse. I had no idea.
The next day, I had $20 missing or something like that. But
she said it was $60. $60 he stole from her pocket.
Whatever. It doesn't matter. Either 20 or 60.
Fucking ladrón.
He told me though. He's like, hey, I took this money out of your purse or whatever. At least he told me, but I'm like,
I mean, you stole this, so it doesn't make no right. You
yeah,
already
but
stealed it.
I already knew. I'm like, I was like, yeah, I'm never gonna let him stay in my crib again after what he did. He was respectful, you know, he was cool, you know, he treated my brother good. But now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, what was I thinking? What was I thinking, bro? Like,
the last time that I was like, I'm not dealing with this dude, he was very disrespectful, was getting very disrespectful. He had threatened her. I'm like, I'm not doing this. I'm not sleeping with you. You're not my man. I don't know you like that. You a crackhead, okay?
I think
he was living that life. He was hanging out with prostitutes, okay? Going from house to house and everything. This was at the ending. You know what I'm saying? That we found this out. The last time I went and dropped off his bag, he was hitting my car. He was going up. I'm like, nah, I'm not.
Because he wanted to talk to me. I think what he wanted to do is like, I don't know if he wanted to have a relationship with me or not. Because that one time we were leaving the crib, he wanted to like kiss me in the mouth and stuff like that. And I'm like, no, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like you like that, bro. Like, I'm trying to help you out because, you know, I'm the type of person that I'm very genuine and I like to help people out. It doesn't matter what situation you're in or whatever you look like. Like, I feel like, you know, like it's my duty to help other people because if I was in that situation, I would want somebody to help me. And that's not a good way to be. That's not a good way to be. Like,
we get ourselves involved in a lot of problems. This is why I'm so more harder now. Because you know what? With my line of work, first of all, I'm a good-hearted person. The thing about me is I'm real. And I will call the shots real quick. I don't have time to waste game. When you're a baby, you're just starting out your life. You have so much, you know, fucking up to do, so much learning to do. You're okay because you're starting out. When you're in your 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, baby, you're in your exiting stages. We're working towards living a better life and going into our retirement. I'm not fucking up those stages of my life if I can avoid it. You get what I'm saying? So for me, feeling bad for people is not gonna do anything for me. You can help somebody, but exit the building. Once I help you and give you money, I'm out. Because a lot of times people need money financially is to fix their issues and stuff like that. So if I can help you financially, I'm gonna do that. But for me to put all my eggs in one basket,
like, you know, after that, I kept talking to his mom and stuff like that. And, you know, she would cry to me and she would ask me where he's at. I'm like, I don't know where he's at. Like, that's not my problem. I'm not going to continue, you know, helping this guy out if he's taking advantage of me. Like, he was becoming aggressive. Like, if I was his woman or something like that. Like, we never slept together.
They get possessive.
You know what I mean? Like, he felt like, you know, I needed to do for him. And that's one bad thing. Like, I'm glad that I went through that experience because, you know, you cannot help these people out. Don't get involved in that situation. If you have people like that in your circle, they will steal from you. They will sell your furniture. They will even abuse you if they can.
They will beat the shit out of you just to get another hit.
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now. People like that, I don't want them close to me.
Like, he wanted at one point that I was like, yeah, like those last things that he did, at one point he wanted me to take him to, and this, we had our own car back then. He wanted us to take him to steal, you know, go to a Walmart and steal TVs and electronics, you know, just to you know, get that fix in, you know what I mean? And I'm like, I can't be a part of that. Like, I can't be rolling around with this dude. Like,
he was telling us the plan. Yo, let's go to Walmart. You park the car right here. I'm like, yo, imagine we do that shit, Darlene. Like, that we start just opening my car and the trunk and just... It was flat screen TVs that he was planning to steal with his homeboy.
And it's just like...
And I was going to be the getaway driver.
No, I'm not doing that. My dad would have killed me. My dad was so upset because my bitch-ass cousin, you know, went and told my dad because at that point we was close. She had came from, you know, Dominican Republic. So, like, she was beefing with us and she went and spilled the beans. My dad...
she's a loser-ass bitch. You a snitch.
My dad knew, but my dad didn't tell me. I told my dad a couple years later, and he's like,
how you gonna do something like that?
How would you do something like that? Like, do you know that these people are, you know, thieves and stuff like that? And it's just like, you know, moral to the story is, don't get involved in situations like that. And no matter what, how much you love that family member, that friend, that significant other, they're not gonna change. Stop, dwelling for these people. Stop putting your emotions out there. Oh, que si yo lo voy a ayudar, que si, él no tiene a nadie, que si yo tengo que hacer por él, porque, si algo me pasa a mí, hiciera algo por mí. Like, all these type of excuses that you can do in your head, cut it out, because they're never going to stop. 9 out of 10 times, a lot of the times people go to rehab and stuff like that, and they refall. You know what I'm saying? It's like an addiction. Like, just like a food addiction. If you don't get control of your emotions and what the root of the problem is, you're always going to go back to that. You're always going to go to, let me eat because that's going to feed my soul. Let me drink because that's going to make me feel better and forget. And then when you get off that high, you continue to feel even worse and worse and worse. Like it's a repetitive.
I rebuke it in the name of Jesus. You know what that's like?
Pattern. It's a pattern. It's just like, one of those roller coaster rides. I don't know where the dude is at now. Like, we just parted ways. Like, he just left one day and I never saw him again.
That night that we gave him his bag, he disappeared. We never seen him again. He probably ended up in jail, God forbid. Or, overdose. You never know.
And this guy, I saw his license, like, prior to in the beginning, like when we were cool and stuff like that, so different, so healthy. He had a beautiful home in Apollo Beach, a nice condo. I think it was overlooking the ocean or something like that. Great job, a beautiful girlfriend from what I heard, and he just lost everything. You know what I'm saying? Be careful with who you surround yourself with, who you around, because I don't know if it was the girlfriend or the girlfriend's, friends or whatever that he started getting, dibbling and dabbling into that shit. When you have people like that in your circle that do that type of shit,
but how do you not have self-control? You know that before you take that hit, that's it. It only takes one time. You're going to be an addict. You're going to lose everything. I know money? People... Do you have the money? And do you think you're going to be a functioning addict? Because there's not many people that can say, yeah, I do coke every day after work and wake up every day to do work. There's not too many functioning addicts out here.
I know a couple people that are functioning and that they do it once in a blue. And
once in a blue, but I'm not saying they do it consistently every day. You know what I mean?
And actually, those people that do it and stuff like that, they told me they wanted me to do it with them and go to a party with them and stuff like that. And it's just like, like
those are not friends. Those are not friends right there.
Are you crazy?
That's your enemy. Like,
yeah, like that.
Are you kidding me? You think anybody? Okay, I shouldn't even be talking because I just smoked the blunt. You know what I'm saying? And that's fucking drugs right there. But I would never ever do anything else besides weed. And for me, I don't even be promoting. I don't even be like when I smoke. I don't be telling people you want to hit, you want to hit, you want to hit. No, the only time I ask people if they want to smoke with me is my little sister because I know she smokes. She's just as bad as me with the pot. You know what I'm saying? She a pothead. She always asking me for weed, so we'll smoke together. But me offering to her and be like, yo, you want to try it for the very first time with me? I don't do that. Because this right here is an addiction. Do you know how much money I waste on this? And people say, oh, no, I don't need it and stuff like that. People be really addicted to this shit. They cannot stop smoking. Once you start smoking this, like for reals. Yeah. And it's like anybody that's going to be like, oh, yo, you want to try E-pills? You want to try Molly? You want to try this? That's not a friend, bro. That's somebody
They want to see your self-destruction.
Yeah.
And they want to bring you down with them. You know what I'm saying?
That's a demonic ass drug. Like, come on.
The people that invited me to do that, they're younger than me. One of them has 2 kids right now, still doing that shit. And it's like, why would I hang out with a 21-year-old? Why would I hang out with 20-year-olds? Like, mine is not even up there. Like, why would a 35-year-old with a 20-something-year-old, de que haciéndose estupidez? Like, you just want to see my self-destruction? Like, come on, bro. Like, come on, man. Like, I don't have time for that shit, man. Like, this is why I don't like even... I say this all the time. You're gonna get tired of hearing it. This is why I don't hang out with people. This is why I'm not around people, because a lot of the people that you see, you know what I'm saying, they want you to destroy yourself because they're not happy. How many times, if you really, really are in tune with life and everything, how many people do you see out in the street that are really happy? How many people do you see that are comfortable in their own skin and they have their shit together? Every time you see somebody, something is wrong with them. And I'm not saying that I'm perfect and stuff like that. There's times that I'm not feeling my greatest and stuff like that, but you would never know it. Because I'm the type of person that I keep shit to myself. And I try to work every day on everything, You know, any type of feeling, any type of emotion, I try to work on it every day. You know what I'm saying? Because it's hard out here. It's hard out here.
Hey, boo.
What a cute guy over there.
Hey, boo.
Dang. Okay, well, yeah, moral to the story, you guys, like, be careful. Be careful who you surround yourself with, who you are around with, because let me tell you something. Every day more and more, there's new, different drugs coming out there. You know, I've been seeing videos like of people like turning like zombie-like and stuff like that. Be careful, my ladies. If you out here, or my young guys, if you out here going out to the club, do not leave your drinks unattended. Do not be in the bar, and just because you're flirting with somebody and you're a little tipsy, don't be sharing drinks. Don't be leaving your drinks. Even if you have to spend $15 on a new drink, that's why you go into the club. Be responsible. You never know what's gonna happen and who's putting what in your drink. We're living in a world where people want to see you self-destruct. People want to see you hurting just like they're hurting. Remember that.
They want to take their pain out on you.
Remember that.
Remember that. Okay? Hurt people hurt people.
Mm-hmm.
So when they're frustrated and they're carrying that dead weight inside and they can't release it, they're going to take their anger out on you.
Remember,
gotta be careful.
Be careful if you're going to go out, you know what I'm saying, with a group of friends or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Try to stay with the group. If somebody wants to leave the group and you tried, you know, to keep with that person, and that person wants to leave and do their own thing, get yourself home. Be responsible. Have somebody pick you up or give a location. No tengan andando solo, because I'm telling you right now, clubbing back in the days was totally different. I used to walk the street at 5 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning.
Take the train stations and everything.
With a whole bunch of drug addicts and bums in the streets and hood boogers in the streets trying to kick it to you. Nobody would do anything back then. Back then, it was totally different. Things are totally different nowadays, man. Gotta be careful. You know, talk to your children. You know, let them know what's going on. Because let me tell you something. Once you start hanging out with people like that like doing that stuff, that live that crazy lifestyle, that live, you know, wanting to do all this type of craziness, eso se le pega a uno. It's hard to get rid of those people. They become leeches. I'm telling you, it was
they're
hard.
Fun. Like they're
yeah.
Those people just want to party and they just want to live that fast life here, there. You want to go out, bro. After 2 days of that shit, you tired. I don't want to deal with that. I don't want to deal with that partying shit. I don't want to be around people doing hard drugs. That's not my thing. I watch a lot of crime shows. I am not going to be around people that are going to be experimenting with batches. And if it's a bad batch, they take it out on me, and they take a butcher knife, God forbid, we are not doing Halloween H2O over here. No. We're not playing those games. I'm not ending up in first 48, snapped, you know, for my man, for my woman, fatal attraction, none of that shit. None of that shit. We rebuke it, okay?
With that being said, you guys, you know, that experience was, you know, a learning experience.
It was a learning experience. And just to know that at the end of the day, all we want to do is help people. Because guess what? Like, we love people. You know what I'm saying?
And I hope that, you know, he's okay, that his mom is okay. You know, I lost touch with the mom. You know, in a way, I'm like, man, I should have kept in contact with her, but in a way, I'm grateful as well, because I don't want to continue, you know, having that doorway open where she's always telling me about him and, you know, like guilt-tripping me or something like that, or, you know, always having to hear about him. So I'm grateful for that. You know, I hope that he's okay, and I'm grateful that I went through that experience, because it taught me that that's not what I want out of life. It taught me that I don't want to be around people like that. It taught me that I don't have to do for people like that. I don't owe anybody anything. I did it from the kindness of my heart. God knows, you know, why I did it and what I did it for and why I did it, you know, because I'm just a nice person like that, and God is going to continue blessing me. You know what I'm saying? I didn't lose out on anything, you know? So
yeah, but always having people like that around, they're stragglers too. They never got no money.
I'm never doing that again.
No.
One time was good enough for me. God knows, you know, everything that I do is being genuine. If it doesn't work out, it's just for a learning experience. Now I could share that in the platform, you know, to save somebody else. So if you hanging out with somebody that it's to that lifestyle and you're not comfortable with it,
and they keep peer pressuring you and telling you try it, man, you're gonna love it. yo,
that's not for you.
Yo, get the fuck up out of there. I'm telling you right now. And if you know, you're young and your parents keep telling you stop hanging out with those friends, you better start listening. I'm telling you right now, because parents be knowing what they be talking about.
Listen to your two auntie or your cousins,
I'm telling
your friends.
you right the fuck now.
Yeah, listen.
Y'all be lucky y'all have your parents over here. We don't have my mom. You got what I'm saying? So, yeah, if y'all have your parents, you know, I know how parents are. They could be a little annoying, but they be knowing shit. And they be pinpointing, yo, that's not a good friend. I don't like that person.
Yeah.
You know, that's what they're here for, is to guide you and mold you and help you. You know what I mean? So always know that they come from a good place. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, and not only that, they want to avoid any type of shit that... They want you to avoid any type of shit that they did. Or what we did.
Or a friend that they went... A friend that they saw that went through that experience. You get what I'm saying? So... It's just, it's not a good look. It's not a good look. Those drugs like that, it's self-destruction. I never hear anybody saying, yo, I did a line of coke last night and I wrote a book last night and I'm a millionaire now. It don't work out like that. Everybody ends up in jail and rehab or committing a crime. So I don't know what else to say about those things. There's nothing good about that. You end up fucking broke and you look like shit.
So... With that being said, I hope that this story time was good, that you guys enjoyed it. Smoothie King was amazing.
Yeah, the smoothie was fire.
It's good. Mine's is bomb. So
the bowl was good. I liked it because it was like creamy smooth.
Yeah.
But it was like frozen. It had like ice. The bottom. Oh my God.
So good. I'm gonna have to make that, recreate it at home because we don't have Smoothie King by us. Everything was $25, so I think with $25 you could probably make that at home. Y te dura y te sobra. So with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm gonna leave all the videos down below if you didn't get to see them, because the last video that we did from Culver's, we're waiting to get to 500 likes to do another story time. That one should be more interesting, more better, and that's gonna be longer.
Yeah, that's the one. Church boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that situation shit.
So go watch that. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Bye, guys.